Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Peanut Cast. My name is Tanner Peanut Metro, and I bring to you another solo queue game. But again, we like to slap some names on it. I'm an aspiring shoutcaster. I'm just here to do the dang thing. But I don't want to get demonetized if I ever do get monetized on YouTube. Today, we bring to you Team Peanut versus Team Nacho. This is a normal game, so no ranks on this one. Well, the ranks could just be anywhere. And as I said that, we see the junglers going toe-to-toe, flash for flash, and first blood going over to Master Yi. Gonna pick that one up. Banana Bread 757. Off to a great and very snowbally start. And if you're on the enemy team, if you're on the red team, you're thinking right now, well, that's GG. Let's just call it here. As we see some trading going back and forth. The Ignite is onto that Vladimir. He does use the transfusion there to heal up a little bit. And he's going to be okay. Now Master Yi hovering this side of the map. Riven does not have any wards. So Master Yi could make something happen up there. But let's go and take a look at these team compositions. As we've seen, we've got Vladimir versus Riven in the top lane. Master Yi mid, Master Yi jungle, Katarina mid, and the Jhin Morgana bot lane. And standing across from them, again, Riven in the top lane, Xin Zhao jungle, Annie mid, Varus Thresh down south. Now, we actually see, again, a little bit of trading now coming out again in the top lane. Riven playing very aggressive. She does take a turret shot. Vlad not going to step up on that one. And the Morgana into the Thresh. We didn't really see the picks here, but actually there's the hook, there's the heal. Black Shield is on, but it's going to be enough. It is not. The auto attacks take down that Jhin, and Vladimir actually gets one in the top lane for himself. Riven playing a little too aggressive. Vladimir waits on those cooldowns. Now Katarina engaging on that Annie in the mid lane. Annie out of mana here, has to be careful. A couple more auto attacks from the Katarina. She is low as well. Bouncing Blade, not going to find much more than that. But overall, just skirmishes across the board. Top lane picking up a kill for himself. Varus grabbing one. Master Yi grabbing that first blood early. But having all that said, we do see a massive CS lead. 20 CS on that Varus over the Jhin. So Team Nacho does have a nice lead. And we actually see a solo kill in the mid lane. Ignite on. Now Thresh actually caught out in the middle of 3. Master Yi uses that Alpha Strike, but Jhin picks it up with an auto. And as I say that, the gold quickly sways in the favor of Team Peanut. After the kill in the mid lane and the kill in the bot lane. Varus backing off there. Thresh playing a little too aggressive. And he pays for it with his life. Yo, sounds good, Ponto. Take it easy, my man. Good luck in the game, brother. May RNG be on your side and may you get legendary drops or whatever they're called. Now, a 500 gold lead for Team Peanut, which is to be expected because that's my team. And on top of that gold lead and the leads that they have in their respective lanes, they've got a very strong late game scaling comp. Vladimir going to scale well into late game. But as I say that, he might go down here. He does get some of that health back from the Riven, and it looks like he may be chasing her down in that top lane as well. Getting dangerous a little. Has to use the Sanguine Pool there to try and stay safe. The Ignite is on, and he's got no way to heal up there. Riven picks herself up a solo kill using that Ignite there. Now Annie makes her way down to the bottom lane. Annie does not have Predator. She is the Arcane Comet, but she's got the stun. Only level 5, though, so an early roam there from the Annie. Didn't have the range on the Tibbers, but Morgana able to keep her AD carry safe with that Black Shield. So a very strong pick in the Morgana, able to negate some of the all-in. Won't be able to stop all the damage because Annie is very, very bursty, but will at least be able to stop that initial stun. So, but now we see Annie making her way into the mid lane. Katarina is level 6. Annie has to be careful. Walks back underneath that tower, and should be level 6 here shortly. Where Katarina will have to be careful of that all-in. Now Jhin sitting on 2 Doran's Blade. So he is definitely behind this Varus here. We can actually take a look at the gold in that bottom lane. So 500 gold up is the Varus, but he also has the pickaxe and the dagger. So he definitely has the damage advantage. We see a lantern, or not, sorry, not a lantern, a death sentence coming out. Ignite is on. Scattercat unable to find some extra damage. So that just means Morgana going to be low. Maybe have to go back to base here. But a summoner spell blown. They no longer have that ignite. And Morgana no longer has that flash. So if she spell shields her AD carry, she is going to be in a world of trouble. Jhin about to have both of his summoner spells here in just a moment. So he should be pretty safe in the bottom lane. You see Riven just getting some poke damage down onto the Vladimir. Doing a great job up in that lane. Up 20 CS. And obviously traded the kills 1-for-1 so far in that top lane. And now we're seeing a slight gold lead for Team Nacho. Now Vladimir gets engaged on again. Riven uses that ultimate here. Blade of the Exile is on. Not going to be enough damage there. The Hemo Plague to match. Now Vlad looking for more. Riven goes in with the broken wings. Can't find the stun there. And a couple more auto attacks will do it. Vladimir gets another solo kill. Thank you, Shane. I was just playing WoW. Appreciate you, big dog. Okay, so another solo kill in the top lane for the Vlad. Riven just playing a little too aggressive and not respecting the cooldowns of Vladimir. He used the Hemo Plague and gets a nice little bit of poke damage traded back and forth between the two ultimates. And then Riven tries again for an all-in, but she doesn't have the Ignite this time. And Vladimir just has the damage. He has the Sanguine Pool to stop some of the damage. But now, Xin Zhao maybe looking for something. They do not have vision of the Master Yi just yet. They do know he walked away. But now Thresh might find something. Fourth shot going to get a little bit of damage. Xin Zhao wants the Scuttle Crab, but now he finds himself stuck in the middle of two members. He doesn't get the Scuttle Crab, and he may pay for it with his life. He uses the ultimate and has to flash away there. Master Yi doing so much damage. And obviously Morgana there to back him up. Has to be careful here. Just a very aggressive play. No vision on the Master Yi. No vision on the Morgana as she left lane. And now the top laners going at it again. Almond Pistachio again playing very, very safe. There's the Chain of Corruption. Now locked up is the Jhin there. And Master Yi comes from underneath the turret. The Alpha Strike not going to be enough damage. And as I say damage, we swing back into the top lane. The Ignite is on. There's the Blade of the Exile, and that's going to be enough. A solo kill for Riven. And these top laners are just going back and forth this entire game. And as I say that, Annie wants some more. She drops the timbers, but a beautiful flash from the Katarina to get away and escape the damage. Katarina hangs on to her life so far, but forced to use the flash to do it. Fortunately for Katarina, she does have that Shun Post. So now, having that cooldown, or having that flash on cooldown, she'll have to play a little more defensively in case any ganks do occur. Master Yi doing a little bit of counter jungling. And as we take a look across the board, we're still seeing just about a 30 CS deficit in both the top lane and the bottom lane for Team Peanut. And because of that deficit, we see 1,000 gold lead for Team Nacho across the board. Now, Varus has that completed. Gwinsu's Rage Blade. And Jin's sitting on 3 Doran's Blade, but he's got himself a BF Sword, so he's moving in the right direction. Eventually, he'll be able to pick up that Infinity Edge for himself, but until then, he'll just have to continue to play safe with this Morgana. Katarina doing a good job in this mid lane, gonna get some plates for herself. As this Annie is away and just slowly growing that lead now. We're seeing 800 gold on the Katarina over the Annie. Almost has that completed Gunblade, so going to be very, very scary. Annie is a very solid pick into the Katarina, able to stun her out of the ultimate and able to just burst her down. So Katarina, again, has to play very, very careful here and use that Shunpo wisely, or else she's just going to get bursted down by that Annie. And now the Deadly Flourish accuracy from this Jhin is crucial. He's managed to land 2 so far on that Varus and one in a very, very dire moment. Fortunately, Varus had the ultimate to keep himself safe, but the accuracy from this Jhin could mean very bad things for the Team Nacho bottom lane. Now, there's the Black Shield to stop the hook, but Thresh goes in anyways. He drops the flay, drops the box. The Ignite is on. Do they have the damage chain of corruption there? Scattercat manages to get one. The hook does not land again onto that Jhin, but one kill so far in that bottom lane. Now the top laner's going back at it. Blade of the Exiled is on. There's the Hemoplague as well. Vladimir running away here with that phase rush. Now Master Yi to back him up underneath the turret. Banana Bread finds one on the Riven. Now 2-0-1 is that Master Yi. And Vladimir plays that so beautifully. He knows his jungler is on the way. He manages to kite around. He manages to use that phase rush to create the distance. The Sanguine Pool on cooldown, but it didn't matter. Master Yi makes it up there in time and picks up the kill for himself. Cloud Drake is available, as is the Rift Herald, and Plate's available for another 45 seconds. As Xin Zhao up in this top lane, trying to trade it back, trying to avenge the Riven, but he's stuck in the middle of two. And Master Yi on a killing spree. Xin Zhao jumps in, the audacious charge to his death. Uses the ultimate, but unfortunately Master Yi able to jump right back into the ad ultimate with the Alpha Strike. And Xin Zhao now 0-2. Another deadly flourish to lock the Jhin up lock the Varus up underneath the turret. The fourth shot and the Tormented Shadows pick the kill up, and the shutdown gold going over to that Morgana. Again, those deadly flourish so strong. The amount of CC that they have to lock somebody down, and Varus just not respecting that fourth shot from Jhin. 4-shot crit. Jhin goes down to the Morgana. Now here go the mid laners. Death Lotus coming out. The Ignite is on, and Tibbers trying to bang down this Katarina. It's not going to be enough. Yes, it is. The trade kills in the mid lane. 1 for 1. Both of these mid laners getting a solo kill for themselves. That must feel good. Again, Annie has that completed loot-ins. Katarina does have the stopwatch. I'm not sure if she just purchased that or if she had it in her inventory prior to that fight. But a nice pickup there from the Katarina. She waits out the stun. She manages. So Annie stuns Katarina up when she goes in. And once the stun is off cooldown and Annie doesn't have another charged up, that's when Katarina can use the ultimate. Unfortunately, Annie just so bursty, especially with that Luden's Echo. Now Riven goes in again. The Ignite is on. Hemoplague doesn't actually land on the Riven, but she's underneath the turret. She doesn't care. The stopwatch comes out. Actually, the Zhonya's comes out from the Vladimir. A very early Zhonya's buy here. Chain of Corruption not going to land in the bottom lane. In an absolute outplay. Riven just playing too aggressive in that top lane. She used the Ignite. She used the ultimate. She thought at that point, I've got to go in and do what I can. And unfortunately, wasn't enough. And look at the Death Lotus display here. There's actually a couple more right here, but they just timed out. But Jhin making sure that nobody ganks this bottom lane successfully, as we see the setup there again. Thresh and Varus going to be able to clear these out with the sweeper. Well, some of them, by the way. And Zhao is here waiting in the wakes. He steps on a Death Lotus now in the middle of 3. Flashing away is that Jhin. And the Death Sentence finds Morgana. There's one kill so far. Master Yi on the backline onto that Varus. Here comes a curtain call. Can they find the damage? Zhonya's is Thresh. Now a shutdown going over to the Xin Zhao. Thresh using that stopwatch. A beautiful purchase there. A 2 for 0 in that bottom lane. And shutdown gold going over to the Xin Zhao. They played that very, very well. And just a very smart buy by that Thresh to have that stopwatch in his inventory. Able to dodge that shot that would have killed him otherwise. And now we see a Death Sentence coming out. 4-shot onto Thresh. Is it going to be enough damage? Yes, it is. Jhin picks one up for himself. And in that mid lane, Annie trades one back. Now 2-2 are both of these mid laners. And on the top side, Riven gets another one for herself. The Zhonya is not off cooldown just yet. Riven able to dive the turret with that Death Stance. And now they're Team Nacho just doing a lot of damage. They've got the healing from the Death Stance and Riven, so she feels more comfortable diving, especially when Zhonya's is on cooldown. Annie has the... Oh, as I'm talking about that, we see a killing spree on Jhin. Again, Deadly Flourish. The accuracy just he's hitting his targets, and he's 3-1-1 for it. So he's got the gold. He's got the kills to show. He's going to push out this bottom lane while Varus is dead. Now sitting on 1,900 gold. Should be able to go back and pick himself up that first Infinity Edge. And as I was just talking about the damage from Team Nacho, this Jhin, very scary. Goes back, buys himself a completed Infinity Edge and Boots of Swiftness. Keep himself a little bit safe. And now Xin Zhao making his way into the top lane, trying to find a gank. Katarina looking for a solo kill of her own. There's the audacious charge. Here comes the knockup. Not going to find it just yet. Vladimir able to walk away with the phase rush. A little bit of miscommunication there between the top laner and the jungler. But Vladimir walks away with his life. He's got a little bit of health with that Ruby Crystal. He also has that Zhonya still. Now he's trying to kite away from the Riven. Able to dodge the knockup. Riven wants to go for the dive. He doesn't use the Zhonyas and the activation of the Blade of Exiles. Able to pick that one up. And now Master Yi uses the Highlander going in onto the Varus here. The Alpha Strike is there. The hook does not find his target, but the Flay does. That's going to be one kill so far for this Master Yi. Can he make it? 2 Morgana is here to back him up. And that's a double kill for the Master Yi. He's got that completed Blade of the Ruined King, so he's life stealing like a beast. And Katarina finds herself in a very sticky situation. Now Xin Zhao trying to get away from this one, but here come the bottom lane in the jungle for Team Peanut. Trying to find something here. Master Yi now 5-1. They're just going to walk away from this one and pick themselves up a nice Cloud Drake. A 2-for-2 across the map. Vladimir died in the top lane. Katarina died in the mid lane. And then the bottom lane dying for Team Nacho. But we're still seeing a slight gold lead for Team Nacho, although they are down in kills. They did manage to get first turret on the top side, which is now creating their nice 1,000 gold lead on top of the CS deficit. We see 40 CS in the top lane, 20 CS in the bottom lane, so not as bad as it was before. And those 3 kills on Jhin, definitely doing a solid job. He's actually up in gold on top of the Varus. Now, there's the Dark Binding, Deadly Flourish to follow. He is locked up. Here's the Curtain Call. Do they have the damage? He's trying to find the snipes. Can't find the 4th shot on the 80 carry. Thresh able to tank that one up, and now 4 members on the bottom side of this map. Annie coming in like a boss. She's got the Tibber. She's got the stun. She finds it onto that Morgana. There's the damage, although the flash comes out. Not going to be enough to save her. Team Nacho grab one on the bottom side. Morgana goes down. Didn't have the Black Shield available for herself. Flashed away. But Pyromania was already en route. And just a beautiful rotation from Team Nacho. We see some skirmishing here on the bottom side of the map. Thresh lands the hook onto the Vladimir. Vladimir in a very bad spot, just going a little too deep there. There's the Blade of the Exile flashing away, keeping himself safe. And Master Yi actually finds one on the backside. Alpha Strike coming out, but not going to be enough to keep him safe there at 2v2 now after those deaths. And Katarina going huge in this fight. A huge shutdown going over the Katarina and a double kill at that. Now Chain of Corruptions is on. Lethal Tempo allowing this Varus to just bang away. He uses a heal trying to close the distance. Can he find it? The piercing arrow should be enough unless she's able to dodge it. And yes, she is. Now Morgana soloing out this Varus underneath the turret. The Soul Shackle is on, and Katarina grabs herself 3 kills in that skirmish. Dark Binding finds its mark on the Annie, but she's able to walk away from this one. And Katarina absolutely huge in that fight. Woo! Vladimir just stepping up a little too far into the enemy's jungle, and he runs right into Riven and right into Xin Zhao. The rest of the team, fortunately, able to make it up. But Master Yi and Vladimir pay for it with their lives. But 3 kills going over to that Katarina. Absolutely huge here. She's now 5-3-0. She's got the completed Zhonyas to keep her safe from that Annie burst. She's got the Hextech Gunblade. So she'll be a little bursty herself. But right now, Var's sitting on an item and a half. He's doing a good amount of damage. Excuse me, Riven working towards that Spear Shojin. And she has a level up on this Vladimir. So not too shabby for herself. Now, Master Yi going to get spotted out by the Xin Zhao. Both junglers are level 11. Alpha Strike comes through. Do they find the knockup? Yes, they do. There's the stun from Riven. And Master Yi trades one, but Riven gets it back. Now, 3 members on the top side of the map trying to bang this Riven down. There it is. Jhin picks one up. Now, rampaging is that AD carry. And just a beautiful rotation from Team Peanut there. Team Nacho makes the play on the bottom side of the map with the jungler and with Annie. And then the bot lane roams up to help the jungler out and the Vladimir. And they're able to get a 2-for-1 on the top side and maybe that top turret. Top turret definitely going down here. Katarina able to keep that mid turret up. But Varus on the bottom side getting a turret for himself. Some nice gold. Doesn't have to share with anybody there. We take a look at gold across the board. Vladimir in a very hefty deficit. Now Dark Binding actually on to the Thresh here. Katarina jumps in, has the Black Shield on as well, so not going to get stunned up. Ignite is on, Tibbers is on, and she's going to get shut down. Morgana with the Soul Shackle, but flashing away from her is Thresh. There's a Dark Binding, but a shutdown going over to Jin. Jin absolutely huge with that forced shot by Vladimir. Maybe bit off a little more than he can chew in this top lane. Riven coming for the backup. Xin Zhao gets the knockup. There's the kill. And so far, a 2-for-2 across the board. Katarina, she got a little bit of Lee syndrome. Morgana hit the Q, and Katarina felt like she needed to go in. She goes in onto the Thresh. And now we're seeing some fighting underneath the turret there. A beautiful chain of corruption from the Varus, but he gets locked up. This Morgana absolutely huge with those Dark Bindings. Master Yi gets that one back, but 900 gold in the pocket of that Varus. Going to allow him to complete his Runan's Hurricane. And with that being said, Mountain Drake up in just under 20 seconds. These teams so very scrappy across the map. And I assume this will continue. But now on the bottom side, as these teams start to set up for this dragon. Junglers going head to head again. Master Yi trying to get the damage here. He gets a knockup from Xin Zhao and a shutdown. A little bit of help from the Riven there, but I would consider that a solo kill. I mean, how much did Riven really do? Xin Zhao gets a kill on the jungler. Picks himself up a blue buff. And again, Mountain Drake alive. It's a mid lane turret going down. So this map has just started to open up for Team Nacho. And we should be seeing them making their way down to this Mountain Drake soon. Jin now sitting on 2.5 items. He's got the rapid fire cannon. Has the Infinity Edge. And now a BF sword. But there is still no jungler available for Team Peanut. They are down 900 gold, so not too much. So they have to play this smart. There's the stun from the Katarina, but she manages to Zhonya Zatibber. So Annie not going to find that damage. Deathloop's available, and there's the damage. She uses that Hextech Gunblade as well to finish her off. A solo kill for the Katarina. And now we see Xin Zhao, or Vladimir going in, but he's going to die immediately. Flashing away is Xin Zhao trying to keep himself safe. So no smite available for Team Nacho. And here comes Master Yi bringing up the rear. Varus and Riven still on that dragon. Master Yi going to walk in. He smites it early, and Riven picks it up. Riven flashes away here. Black Shield is on. There's the Dark Binding, the Deadly Flourish to follow to keep him locked up. Now Katarina on the backside, cleaning things up. Grab your mop, grab your bucket, because Katarina is here. Another Death Lotus. Morgana grabs that kill onto Xin Zhao. Now Thresh, the only member alive on his team. The gold lead swinging in favor of Team Peanut. But Riven able to secure that Mountain Drake for her team. All in all, I would say a pretty solid trade for Team Peanut. It looks like they may be able to push down this inhibitor turret. Master Yi banging this thing down. There's the teleport from the Vladimir. Going to help out here now. Hook lands on to Jin here. Jin now underneath the turret. Annie gets very, very low. She's going to die. The heal coming out from Jin keeps him up for just a little bit longer, but a 2-for-1 underneath this turret. An ace. Now Varus and Riven forced to defend the bottom side of this map. Bottom lane inhibitor going down. And it looks like Team Peanut want more here. They push the minions up to the Nexus turret, but they're going to walk away from that one. They're going to follow their jungler. 10-4-4 is at Master Yi, trying to be a leader. Riven trying to find something. There's the Blade of Exile. Hemoplague is on as well. Out comes the Sanguine Pool to keep him safe for a little bit longer, but there's the activation. A little bit of damage coming down. Now Death Lotus coming out from the Katarina. She's going to get interrupted there, and 3 kills go over to Team Nacho. Now 4 dead on the side of Team Peanut. The junglers are both still alive, but so is Baron. 30-second death timers on 3 members for Team Peanut. Scattercat doing what he can to keep that bot lane push. Now super minions are going to be pushing for Team Peanut. And again, 3 members dead. Vladimir, Katarina, Morgana. still sitting on gray screens, waiting to come out of that base. Neither team has pressured for Baron just yet. The gold is so very close. A 1,500 gold lead for Team Peanut. And all that really is a couple of kills and really a couple of turrets. They are 2 turrets ahead. So if Team Nacho are able to push anything down here, Siege as a team, they definitely have a very, very strong pick comp. So if they're able to find the right target, if they're able to find maybe Master Yi or even that Katarina early, land a stun before they can Zhonya's or Alpha Strike to get away, that could turn the fight. Now, Master Yi has 3 items. He's got a Gwinsu's Rage Blade and the Blade of the Ruined King. So if they do decide to go to Baron, they're going to absolutely melt that purple worm. Now 5 members of Team Peanut pushing up this mid lane, looking to grab this tier 2 mid. But Team Nacho not going to let this go without a fight. The Death Sentence only finds a minion. There's the Dark Biting onto Annie. Curtain Call comes out, 2 shots fired. Make that 3, trying to find priority targets with that damage. Not going to find too much there. And this tier 2 mid still standing for Team Nacho. Now we see all 10 members on the rift in this middle lane. A-ramming a little bit. Whoever wins this next fight will definitely win that next Baron. Deadly Flourish finds the root. There's a Chain of Corruptions onto Vladimir. He's forced to use that Sanguine Pool early. Thresh throws the hook out. Vladimir forced to flash away. Not going to find anything just yet. Now Riven going into the middle of the team. She dashes away there, but manages to get the kill onto Vladimir. Now 2 dead on the side of Team Nacho. Make that 3. Jin going absolutely huge here. Since I managed to trade one back, but it doesn't matter. Katarina cleaning up here. That's 4 members dead. A 4 for 2 for Team Peanut, and that surely will be this mid tier 2. And they're pushing down this mid inhibitor. Jin, no slouch when it comes to taking these turrets. Varus is alive, and he does have pretty solid wave clear, dropping some auto attacks down onto that Katarina. She gets dangerously low, but this turret surely will fall. Jin stepping up. Jin maybe wants this inhibitor here. He has to be careful. Thresh coming up in just under 5 seconds. 4th shot, doing a little bit of damage. That's the first Deadly Flourish I've seen miss. That's the first Dark Binding I've seen miss, but now it's a 2v1. Scattercat trying to find the kills. He doesn't have the damage. Redemption coming out, but it's not going to be quick enough. Jin able to pick up this mid lane inhibitor. And now a 3,000, almost 4,000 gold lead for Team Peanut after that team fight. Again, Team Nacho just not able to find the damage. Riven dashing in, and they just get poked out. Unfortunately, the Dark Bindings come in, and Morgana doing so much damage. She's got a completed Leandri's and a Zhonya's. So if she hits that Dark Binding and she's able to land the Tormented Shadows, that's so much damage just from the support alone. Then you've got Jin following up with the auto attacks from the rapid fire cannon. You've got Katarina with the bouncing blade. Vladimir doing a good job getting in with some poke, and then able to use that Sanguine Pool defensively to stay away. So Team Nacho just getting poked down. Not able to find their way into that fight. But Xin Zhao now sitting on Spear of Shojin as well as the Blade of the Ruined King. So he's going to be doing quite a bit of damage, especially when he has that Awakened Dragon buff. But Team Nacho has to be careful. That bottom lane inhibitor is coming up soon. Mid inhibitor still down, and Baron still available. And both of these teams right now in a very, very good position to murder this Baron. Jin now sitting on 2 Infinity Edges. He is going to be hurting. He is 9-3-9 and has a nice shutdown on his head. So if they're able to find that pick onto Jin, that may be able to turn the fight there alone. But they have to kind of stagger their CC. We see Chain of Corruption coming out onto the Morgana. There's the Black Shield, but a lot of damage coming out. Flashing forward is the Varus. He managed to find one, but Jin trades it back. And now Jin's out in a very tough spot. Jin gets a double kill. So a 2 for 2 so far because Master Yi caught out in the jungle. Katarina goes in onto that Riven, and it's going to pop the GA. The Zhonya's come out here. Now Tibbers looking to find some damage while Annie is golden, but it's not going to be enough. Katarina picks up a double kill for herself, and these carries are going off. There's the ace. A 2 for 5 ace for Team Peanut, and they are now pushing down this bottom lane. There is the surrender vote coming from Team Nacho. and a 32-minute victory for Team Peanut. GG's, Team Peanut. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for the love. I appreciate you. If you guys know anybody who is looking for a play-by-play shoutcaster, send them my way, baby. Send them my way. I'll have all my links down in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.